Well, you look good.
Thank you or whatever.
Whatever. And I am so proud of you.
Thank you. It's so sweet. All of y'all are so sweet, and just saying that it means a lot to me. Makes me wanna.
Especially coming from a word of content creating. And it's just that thing. And I always say you never know which one is going to be the one that goes. And what was that like for you, though?
I think for me, it was about trying to make smart decisions and, try to blend what I was doing in digital with the mainstream world. And I think that so many people are making it right now. They may not be as visible as I am, but a lot of people are now working in the background in mainstream. There's girls like Sky Townsend who kind of was on Vine, and she's working in the background, working on things that are incredible right now. Francesca Ramsey is another person who has a TV show pilot. So people are really working, all over the place that came from that content creation background.
Absolutely. I want to speak, have you speak on being intentional, how important that is, and having these visions and all these creative ideas, but actually doing them. It's one thing to have them on paper, but to execute this thing is so powerful. Tell me about it.
For me, I try to write down what it is I want to do and who I want to be. And then I like to think that if I write it down and I keep it in my mind, it's like kind of like a string connecting me to the top of the universe. And so even if I waver from it a little bit, I'll eventually get pulled back. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like as long as I'm working on that string, then I'm going to be making sure that all my moves are intentional toward those goals I want to reach. I think that's an important way to look at your goals, like for who you want to be and what you want in your life. Not so much monetary, but, what kind of life you want to have, and then try to move in accordance with that.
Absolutely. Now, how important is it that we tell these different type of stories? I feel like it's so cool when I see quirkiness and it being cool. Like, especially with the BuzzFeed stuff. I'm like, oh, it's so cool that young black girls get to tap into that realm.
As you can tell, I find it to be very important, and I want to keep doing it. I'm trying my hardest to. But it's hard, it's hard to explain to people what we are. And then even when they see it, they still don't quite understand it. They're like, we see it, we love it, but that doesn't mean that they understand it when you have to go through the notes process and everything. But once again, if I just keep that goal in mind, I may waver around it, but I'll, get there and honestly, it's about getting one step closer for everybody else to get through there and, make the quirky content.
Definitely been breaking that barrier, especially with the sketch show. It's like,
all of this perfect example. Issa kind of broke that door for a lot of us. So it's stuff like that's so important.
Last one, finish the sentence for me. Black women in Hollywood are
resilient. Resilience.
Keep writing that thing and keep going. I'm so inspired by you.